your newspaper and start ripping it into strips. You can do this by getting a section of the newspaper and tearing down from the seam. And then once you have your strips, just rip them in half. We want a lot of newspaper strips for our paper mache. Like so much. Next, blow up your balloon to the size you want your piggy bank to be. This seemed like a good size to me. Next, grab your cardboard and something round. I used a coffee cup lid and trace it on your cardboard. We're going to give our piggy bank a little bit more structure support. Trace your circle and then get your plastic lid and put it in the middle. This is going to be the stopper for our piggy bank. Ask an adult to help cut out the circle so it looks like a donut. See if your lid will still fit. Mine was kind of loose, so I used some tape to make the hole a little bit smaller. And now it should fit snugly. Next, get your egg carton and cut out 4 cups. These are going to be our piggy legs. Get a plastic lid, this is from a spice container, and tape it onto the knot of your balloon. This will be the pig nose. Next, we're going to tape on the legs. Make sure you tape on your donut and make sure that the legs form an X from each other. This will help keep your pig balanced. When you're taping your legs on, play around with it and see if it'll stand on its own. If not, move the legs around until it does. No! It's a little bit wobbly. Once you have all your legs on and your pig stands nice and tall, it's time to paper mache. But wait, this is going to be a very messy project. Make sure you lay down some more newspaper for easy cleanup. And if you have an apron, might be a good idea. Next, make the glue. It's a 1-to-1 ratio of flour to water. So I took 1 scoop of flour and 1 scoop of water. Or here are 2 scoops of flour, 2 scoops of water. Mix until you like the consistency. Is it too thick? Is it too runny? I use gloves because this is very messy, but you don't have to. When you're ready to start, dip your newspaper in our glue and just squeegee out the excess with your fingers and stick it on your balloon. You're gonna keep doing this until the entire pig is covered. Everything should have paper mache except this circle that we cut out, that little inner circle where our topper will go. Leave that blank. Your final pig should have at least 3 or 4 layers of newspaper all around. I forgot to add ears in the beginning. I just cut these out of a cereal box and used them with tape, but I had to wait for my pig to dry for that. Make sure that your ears and your feet line up to make an X. This will keep it nice and symmetrical. It's kind of tricky to wrap paper mache around all these body parts like ears and nose and feet, but it's very easy to fix. So just have some attached to the rest of your pig and then wrap around. Think of it almost like clay. You can really use your fingers to mush things into place. When you have all your layers, it's time to wait for it to dry. This could take hours and hours, maybe even overnight. You can use a hair dryer to speed it along if you're tired of waiting. Once your pig is dry, we're going to pop our balloon. Notice how I left a hole at the bottom for our cap. Pop the balloon And then carefully get all the balloon bits out of your pig. This is kind of tricky, so be patient with yourself. Alright, I accidentally broke some of it getting the balloon out, but it's nothing a little duct tape or masking tape cannot fix. Make sure our cap fits, and it does! We got a piggy bank. Now notice it's kind of bumpy. This is an optional step you don't have to do, but I chose to sand down my pig. Make sure that the paper mache is 100% bone dry. I leave it for at least overnight, or maybe 2 days before I do this part. Alright, it's nice and solid. I fixed it with duct tape. Now we paint it! Ta-da! Have an adult help you cut the little hole in the top for your money, and you have a brand new paper mache piggy bank.